Parents and students, and welcome to our Information Day. And this year, we have to hold our Information Day online because of the COVID-19 pandemic and the subsequent social gathering restrictions. And it is really a pity that we cannot welcome you to our vast and green Waterloo Road campus. Yet, by watching this virtual Information Day, I can assure you that you can still get to know the essence of our Jesuit education and how we nurture our students, Wahyanites, to be leaders in service in the 21st century. And what kind of school is Wahyan? Wahyan is not an ordinary secondary school. It is a traditional prestigious school. It is a grant school. And in Hong Kong, there are only 22 grant schools, and all of them have long histories of contributing to Hong Kong education. Wahyan is just like a brand, and a brand is quality assurance, and it gives you confidence. Just like when you want to buy a vehicle, you prefer a certain brand, and when you buy clothes, you also choose a certain brand. And a brand is a guarantee of quality, and it takes decades of efforts to build up a brand. At Wahyan, our students display outstanding academic and non-academic performance, and they are given ample opportunity and autonomy to take part in a variety of activities and learning experiences. And for this reason, they have more exposure, stronger confidence, and better communication skills. When you are admitted to Wahyan, you do not just join a school, you join a family and a community. The school sponsoring body of Wahyan is the Society of Jesus, and which was founded by St. Ignatius of Loyola. And the Society of Jesus is one of the biggest Catholic school sponsoring bodies, and it manages 845 basic educational institutions, just like Wahyan, and more than 1,300 other educational institutions, including world-renowned universities such as Georgetown University and Santa Clara University. And our school was established in 1924. And all over the world, in fact, there are more than 1.8 million students studying at schools sponsored by the Society of Jesus, what we call Jesuit schools. And why do so many parents want to send their children to Jesuit schools? There must be something unique about our education. Yan College Kowloon is a Jesuit boys' school, and we are a government-aided grant school, and we don't collect any school fees. And on the contrary, we offer a number of scholarships and grants to support our students. And we welcome students from different family backgrounds so that they can learn to communicate and interact with other students. And it is said that our students are more down to earth when compared with the students of other schools. And our medium of instruction is English for most of the subjects. This is our motto in Hoc Signo Vinces. And the way I pronounce it is Christian Church Latin, and it means, by this sign, you shall conquer. And we expect our students to conquer all difficulties with love, following in the footsteps of Jesus Christ. And when I introduce Wahyan to different stakeholders, I emphasize that we have three treasures. Number one, our unique and exquisite Jesuit education. Number 2, our vast and green campus, which is one of the biggest in Hong Kong. And number 3, our network. And first things first, our network. You know, we are living in a globalized world, and networking is really essential. And our network consists of 2 levels, and the first level is our network with other Jesuit schools around the world. And in this map, you can see each white spot represents a Jesuit school, and there are so many. The whole map is just like an interstellar map. And our school also has an Irish heritage because our Irish fathers have taken over the management of the school since 1946. And this explains why our school color is green, because green is one of the 2 national colors of Ireland. And indeed, our school has a strong attachment to Ireland. And the Irish fathers have also given us a school name called College of the Sacred Heart. Yet they respect Chinese culture, so they let us keep our original name. And here you can see our legends, Father Dylan and Father Layla. And another level of our network is our alumni network. And when you are admitted to Wahyan, you are supported by our alumni network. And our alumni network includes medical fraternity, legal fraternity, etc. And our alumni are eager to provide scholarships and internships for our students. And for example, if your son wants to be a lawyer, our legal fraternity will provide pupillage in law chambers for your son. Or if your son wants to further his studies, say at UC Berkeley, and our alumni chapter in Southern California will also provide scholarship and all types of support. This is our first treasure. And our second treasure is our campus, which is one of the biggest in Hong Kong. And we moved to the current campus in 1952. And here, take a look at some snapshots of our campus. And this is our panoramic view, our main building, Ritchie Building, the corridor, West Gate, our swimming pool, cement football pitch, and 4 tennis courts, and of course, our state-of-the-art artificial turf football pitch, which is one of the best in Hong Kong. And we are a Catholic school. We have our own chapel, St. Eligius Chapel, and you can see the mosaic of the Stations of the Cross inside. And after watching our virtual information day, I strongly advise you to join our virtual campus tour in order to feel our learning environment. And our third treasure is, of course, our Jesuit education. And this is exactly the theme of my presentation. Creation of a hope-filled future. How Jesuit education nurtures Wahyanites to be future leaders in service. And the aim of our education is to prepare our students for the future. And our educators accompany our students in the creation of a hope-filled future. And what is the future, you may ask? And let's take a look. First, we have to understand the context before we can see what the future will be. And we are living in the digital age, and the future is an AI world, and the world is globalized, yet with deep divisions in our society and the world. And the future is volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous so-called WYK future. And in this context, what competencies do our young people need? And according to the Ministry of Singapore and Taiwan, they say we need the following competencies for the 21st century. First, digital competence. Of course, students have to be competent in computer skills. But what is more important is that we hope that our young people can be capable of communication and collaboration. We don't want them to be computer geeks. And in a globalized world with deep divisions, we want young people to be responsible citizens. And they have global visions, and they respect different cultures. And in a WYK future, we expect our young people to have critical and innovative thinking. More than the competencies, our students also need attributes such as self-awareness and margins. And we hope that our young people will not be lost in the virtual world, and they always want to do better. That is why they need self-awareness and margins. Margins is our Jesuit spirit of doing better. And in a globalized world with deep divisions, our students need to have empathy and love so that they can serve as bridges over troubled water. And our students also need to have reflection and discernment. We hope our young people can do reflection and arrive at discernment so that they can learn through life and also always make a better choice. And can our Jesuit education prepare our young people for the 21st century? And this is our vision statement. Let's take a look. And it reads, and we offer a holistic, liberating, and transforming Catholic education within a learning community for students and staff to become progressively competent, committed, compassionate, spiritual, and ethically discerning persons with a universal heart, contributing to the welfare and happiness of all, in particular the poor and the neglected. And in short, the vision statement states that we are a learning community and we offer Catholic education, and our aim is to nurture our students to become progressively competent, committed, compassionate, spiritual, and ethically discerning persons. And the purpose is for and with the poor and the neglected. And for this reason, our mission is to nurture men of human excellence, to form men for and with others. And to achieve the above two, we build a learning community. Men of human excellence. We expect our students to have the 4 C's. They have competence, commitment, compassion, and conscience. Men for and with others. And being men of human excellence is not just for personal success, but for having the capabilities to serve others. We want them to be men who care for and walk with others, and they can be leaders in service in the 21st century. To realize our vision and mission, our foci are to nurture lifelong and self-directed learning capabilities, foster whole person development, and build a learning community. And our Jesuit education comprises 6 core elements in order to realize our vision and mission. And here you are, the 6 core elements, and together they form the Jesuit education of Wahyanites. And what are the 6 core elements? The first one is our school spirit, AMDG, margins, and human excellence. Our school spirit, AMDG, Ad Majorem Dei Gloriam. And this is the motto of the Society of Jesus. Of course, it is in Latin, and in English it means, for the greater glory of God. Do everything better for the greater glory of God. And that is why our school spirit is margins, always doing better. And that is why at a Jesuit school like YN, our teachers always ask our students 3 questions and encourage them to do reflection in order to improve, to do better. And the 3 questions are, what have you done today? What are you doing now? And how can you do better? And reflection, doing better, and all this stem from the spiritual exercises of St. Ignatius of Loyola, that is the founder of the Society of Jesus. We have to do reflection in order to improve. And we expect our students to display their fighting spirit in order to do better. And according to our school development plan, to do better, we equip our students with self-directed learning capabilities. And our students have to learn goal setting, time management, concept mapping, note-taking, collaborative learning skills, and of course, e-learning. And next year, we'll implement the bring your own device policy, and we want to use IT to engage our students in self-directed learning and honing their problem-solving skills and promoting communication and collaboration at classroom level. And to stretch the potential of our students, to help them to improve, to do better, we promote gifted education. And there are 3 levels. And the first level is gifted education for all. And we teach high-order thinking skills, such as creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, reflection, and collaboration at classroom level. And we also cater for learner diversity by arranging challenging tasks for gifted students and collaborative learning for other students in order to support them. The second level is gifted education for some, and we set up a talent data bank, or what we call gifted student pool, and we pull out these students and arrange them to join some enhancement courses, especially on Chinese language, English language, and STEM education. And of course, we also provide leadership training for our students because we want our students to have whole person development. Gifted education for the elites, we nominate the elite students to join the Academy for Gifted Education, and they also join some international competitions and overseas visits. And to live out the spirit of martyrs and to do better. And these years, we have been promoting the growth mindset by Dr. Carol Drake. We want to make our students believe that they can be smarter through bigger efforts. So this is our first characteristic, our school spirit, doing better, martyrs. And the second one is our cura personalis, companionship and brotherhood. Cura personalis, this is in Latin, it means care for the whole person. And we emphasize whole person development. We care about the mind, the heart, the body, and the soul of our students. At YN, we only nurture well-rounded leaders. We don't produce examination robots. And here at YN, We give space and time for our students to be creative and encourage them to dare to dream. And students take the lead in organizing activities. And the role of teacher advisors is just to provide support. At Wahyan, we do not collect school fees. And indeed, we provide a lot of scholarships and grants to support our students. And in e-learning, we lend iPads, tablets to needy students and even buy SIM cards for them. And our teachers are always willing to go the extra mile to support our students. For example, to allow flexible examination arrangements if some students cannot take the examination for some special personal reasons. And for disciplinary measures, and we expect our students to do reflection and self-correct their mistakes. And we don't like punitive measures. And our focus is on preventive and corrective. And to better take care of our students, we implement small class teaching. For Form 4 to Form 6, 5 classes are split into 6 classes, so that each class, the number of students is smaller, and teachers can take better care of our students. And for junior forms, classes are also split into smaller groups for the learning of Chinese language, English language, and mathematics. And we firmly believe in the teachings of the Bible. Your attitude determines your altitude, how high you can get to. For this reason, every day starts with the morning formation, in which our class teachers accompany our students and promote values education, which is very important to our students because we firmly believe that every decision we make is based on our values. And these are our core values: love and care, Jesus is love, strive for excellence, margins, doing better, respect and justice. And we are committed to working for changes that bring about human dignity and social justice. Responsibility, we expect our students to have a strong sense of responsibility, and they exhibit self-discipline and responsible conduct. Faith, we expect our students to learn to love, learn to forgive, and serve the faith that does justice. We also promote the pyramid model for Catholic values education. We expect our students to learn to live as they ought to live. And every morning we begin the day with the school prayer, and every form has its focus in values education. And our purpose is to help our students to find meaning in life. We care for our students, also in life planning. And from Form 1 to Form 6, and we have different foci in our life planning. And in Form 1, we hope our students to identify their interests, personal qualities, and aptitudes to understand themselves better. In the senior forms, we have other foci. For the curriculum, in Form 4 to Form 6, and all the students have to take, of course, 4 core subjects together with 3 elective subjects. And we implement a block system. And even though this block system makes timetabling and arrangements for examinations extremely difficult, we still insist we implement this block system for the benefits of our students. And with this block system, our students can choose elective subjects to study that belong to their top 3 choices. Care also comes from our strong brotherhood and students supporting each other. And at YN, every student is unique, but together we are always one, and we cherish unity in diversity. And senior form students serve as mentors for junior form students in the Man For and With Others program. And we also provide support for special educational needs, and we hire an extra psychologist, and together we have 3 psychologists and 2 social workers for student support. And in a word, at YN, we care. And the third characteristic is service, men for and with others. Men who care for and walk with others. And we want to nurture empathy and love in the hearts of our students through a wide range of learning experiences, so that our students can really develop themselves to be leaders in service. For example, during the pandemic and the lockdown, our students initiated a face mask donation campaign, and they also taught the elderly to use the internet so that they could still be connected to the outside world even during the lockdown. And students also applied the 3D printing technology to make face shields for donation to a home for the elderly. Here, students making the face shields for donation to the home for the elderly. And every year, more than 400 students take part in Curtis Bazaar to raise funds to help the poor and the neglected. And all the students have to join a social service scheme for at least 10 hours. They have to do voluntary work for at least 10 hours per year. They also do service in, for example, mainland China, in Cambodia, in Indonesia. So at YN, we develop our students to be leaders in service. The fourth characteristic of our Jesuit education is experience, reflection, and discernment. Here at YN, we engage our students in different learning experiences. And we encourage them to do reflection in order to grow and learn. And we hope that they can arrive at discernment and always make a better choice. And for this reason, every afternoon we have the examen, that is mindful meditation, for about 10 minutes. And the examen also stems from the spiritual exercises of St. Ignatius of Loyola. And basically there are 6 steps. First, we hope our students can keep quiet and listen to their hearts. And next, we hope our students can feel grateful. Then they should be aware of their own feelings. And the most important part is they have to do reflection in order to improve. And they have to think about how to do better. And lastly, they have to keep their faith and hope in their hearts. And the examen is really beneficial, and there are many benefits after promoting the examen for a number of years. And we found that our students have more self-awareness. They are aware of their feelings, they understand what they are doing, and they know what they want to do in the future. And they have also become quieter and more attentive, and they have better emotion management. And indeed at YN, we have a unique teaching methodology called the Atlassian pedagogical paradigm, which emphasizes reflection. And as the educator, John Dewey, said, we do not learn from experience. We learn from reflecting on experience. And that is why reflection is so important in our Jesuit education. And there are 5 elements. First, context. And our teachers will pay attention to the learning needs of our students and the subject matter, and arrange a variety of learning experiences to engage our students, and at the same time encourage them to do reflection. And our students also have to take action to improve and do evaluation in a timely way. The 5th element of our Jesuit education is liberal arts education. Our Jesuit education is liberal arts education. We want our students to find God in all things. We want our students to become Renaissance men, that is, men who are well-rounded and have a lot of interests. In the junior form, we put more focus on numeracy, communication skills, debate, and language skills. And our curriculum emphasizes skills, knowledge, and values. And our junior form curriculum includes some interesting subjects like Chinese calligraphy, English literature, and STEM education. And we polish our students' language capabilities through drama and debate, and every Form 1 student has to take part in the Form 1 performance night. And they also publish their own newspaper, the YN Times. Last but not least, the 6th characteristic is ingenuity and global vision. St. Ignatius lived with one foot raised, inspiring us to be innovative and adaptive to embrace an ever-changing world. So we expect our students to be innovative and adaptive as well, and they can communicate, collaborate, and network with others, and they actively take part in cross-cultural learning experiences. What we want to do is we want to develop our students to be global citizens, and they also care for our common home, contributing to environmental protection. To be ingenious, we promote STEM education for our students. And our aim is to develop solutions for real-world problems so that we can have a better future. And our STEM education consists of 3 levels. Level 1, coding for all. All the students have to learn coding. And level 2, STEM team for some. And intermediate students can join the STEM team and start to innovate in our STEM lab. And the elites join STEM competitions. We want our students to learn how to communicate, collaborate, and network with others. So, of course, they also have to learn how to communicate and collaborate with our ladies. And for this reason, and we have local exchange programs with girls' schools such as Diocesan Girls' School, Merrill Convent School, so that they can learn how to communicate and collaborate with their better half. We want our students to develop to be global citizens, and every year there are more than 15 overseas exchange programs, visiting some exotic countries like Russia, Hungary, etc. Here you see students from Russia, the UK, and Japan. And we also want our students to actively take part in environmental protection. And here at YN, we don't sell plastic bottled drinks, and we even produce renewable energy by our solar panel electricity system. So this is our unique and exquisite Jesuit education, and it comprises 6 characteristics. And these are our 3 treasures: our extensive and wide network, our vast and green campus, and our unique and exquisite Jesuit education. And nurtured in our Jesuit education, our students display outstanding academic and non-academic performance. And we have a perfect scorer in 2014, attaining level 5 double stars in 7 subjects. And in 2020, 2 students attained level 5 double stars in 6 subjects and level 5 star in 2 subjects. And what I appreciate most is that both of them are well-rounded scholars. They were English debaters, and one was the editor of the student magazine, Ziglum, and the other one was the champion of internal talent quest. And almost all our students could further their studies at universities, and last year, 2020, our jubilee offer rate is 84%, and 95% of the students were admitted to local universities or tertiary institutions. And 70% of our students were admitted to the top 3 universities. And 8 students were admitted to the local medical schools. And students were also admitted to some world-renowned overseas universities. And last year, we had the external school review, and that is the whole school inspection by the Education Bureau, and the report is full of accolades for our students, such as students display good learning attitudes and abilities, students are reflective and respectful, both their academic and non-academic performance is good, students love the school, and the sense of belonging to the school is very strong, and greater emphasis has been put on the use of data in facilitating school self-evaluation, and the impact is evident in the pleasing outcomes of students' both academic and non-academic performance in recent years. Our school choir was crowned Choir of the World. Ice hockey, our ice hockey team won the inter-school championships for 4 consecutive years. 1, 2, 3, 4. Athletics team, second one up. Tennis team, second one up. Swimming team, third one up. The renowned Tsingtao debating competition, English debating competition, first one up. And after 6 years of Jesuit education, we expect our students to be intellectually competent, loving as a personal orientation, open to lifelong growth, religious and moral, and committed to acting on justice. Here at YN, we don't collect any school fees, and we offer a number of scholarships for primary 6 students, and we welcome students from different family backgrounds. And this is our pledge. You give me a child, and I will give you the man. Thank you.